Hello, everyone. Today I don't have a guide or tips, but I have a problem. Um, I cannot figure out this battle report in the mine. So this is my buddy Dan, and he won this, but barely. But first, let's actually watch the video replay. So we're gonna watch the battle, and this is the most even match and longest one that I have ever seen. So you can see that the formations of the armies are about almost the same. There's, a mix of a little bit of front row, scattered mid row, and about the same composition of lasers, cannons, and snipers. And here you can see that it looks like a very evenly matched battle, just, back and forth. It looks like, um, Dan, the attacker, doesn't have 5-star skills, and there is the bombs from the defender, insane. And here you can see that, okay, snipers slightly take the advantage. And while we watch this, I wanted to make sure that you notice that his Titan, because a lot of this can be explained by the Titan being overpowered. So you can see that the Titan is doing less damage than he's taking. So you can see the Titans are pretty evenly matched, and in fact, Dan's Titan is doing slightly more damage. And so there you go. That was a long, very close battle. Now that we've seen that battle, what's not explainable is if you look at the stats. So if you look at Dan's stats, his LRA is 505, his melee HP is 247, increased damage to long range troops 20%, and then the damage reduction 14.8%. So I look at those key things: long range attack, melee HP, and then the damage increase and reduction. And if you compare that to the defender, I mean, he outweighs them in so many categories. And the only thing, so then I just said that this doesn't make sense. How can it be possible that with such a advantageous stat boost in long range attack and melee HP, that the battle can be, just neck to neck? Even he has a slight advantage in troops. So let's take a look at, I actually just put this together and compared the stats, and you can see here that um, you know the attacker stats is on the left, Dan. The defender stats is here in the middle, and then the comparative difference between the two. So anything in red is where the advantage is to the attacker. So you can see that most of the categories he has a big advantage in, especially the ones that I've highlighted. Um, Melee HP, 136% advantage there. Long range attack, 180% advantage. So I am stumped. I don't understand. I think it's either a glitch or something is wrong in the game dynamics that would explain how such a discrepancy in the attacker power versus the defender power makes such a big difference. We can go back to here and you can look at some of the fleet details. Yep, there's some differences here. And, I did notice that, when you're, let's watch it again. When you're the defender, you have a slight advantage because the attacker troops have to move first. And so as they're moving, they're, I guess, not hitting. This is just my hypotheses, but even then, I mean, this doesn't explain the huge discrepancy in how this person with such lower long range attack, almost 180% lower LRA, is able to go toe to toe. So my request is somebody that understands these dynamics, and I came across this battle. I tried to understand. I was trying to do research for, my next guide on, fleets and setup and some of the dynamics of mines. And this video or this attack report basically stumped me. I don't understand how it's possible with this huge stat differential for this battle to be there. So if somebody knows how this works or can explain and look at these stats, I'm going to put these up again. You can look at, there is some fleet differences here. He has a couple of more units per of the fodder. There's his fleet, and then you can look at the attacker here. Slightly few more shredders, some more bikes. He does have one of these, but I don't know if that makes a difference, that, sending 400 versus one of these units make that much of a difference. Um, and of course, the stat differential is extremely different. So that's my challenge to somebody that understands this better, that can explain how in the world is this battle even close. Watch it on high speed. That's it. Stay tuned for my next video, where I will try to come up with some recommendations and some just tactics on what to do on mines, and some tips on mines. But this was part of my research. In order for me to actually come up with a good video, I need to be able to understand and explain how this is possible. And just to compare the two, you can see here that, yeah, there's a world of difference in those stats. How is it possible that this battle was that close? All right, guys, keep gaming. I am gonna show you that, while you're here, some just there is, if you're in a later world, you probably got the new form of the strongest commander, where you're competing with your void world partner. So a couple of nice things about it is you can see. So one good thing is that you can actually see where you rank and who's ranking what. There's good and bad to that, but you can see, okay, wow, and you are competing with the other world. So how do you rank? So some of these are harder to get. Um, I'm ranked 69. Okay. And then also you compete for alliance points, and you can see that we're not doing too good. This is the monster hunting phase, and actually is for 2 days. Um, Given these ranks, the competition has increased, and they're finding zombies is so difficult already, and this made it even harder. So that's the new format. You can see. I don't know for certain that these points here that you can see in the total ranking, I don't think they affect the void status, but some of the rewards are about the same. You can see that, yep, you can get the phase gold rewards here. Um, so I'm not a huge fan of this new format, but we'll give it a shot. We'll see how void goes. We'll see how some of the other phases go. But I like the concept of being able to compete with another world for strongest commander. Um, However, uh, sharing the rewards doesn't seem like a great idea. Thank you, everyone. See you next time. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And if you have any ideas for my next content, please shoot me a note, and I'll be happy to incorporate into my videos for next time. Have a great day. Take care.